NASA did it. You just said stars create matter. Perhaps you should re-look at conservation of energy laws, bro. You physics bro? You PC bro? They don't create matter, they change already existing matter, hydrogen, into more dense elements. No, they don't. Supernova, the explosive shock wave of a star dying and exploding, ripping itself asunder, has the ability to transmute matter. Okay, I use the word create. Thank you for correcting me. But stars don't create matter. Supernova create heavier elements, or more accurately transmute it. The words are used interchangeably by common, ordinary, normal people who might be watching my channel. Thank you very much for being not totally pedantic about it, but conservation of energy laws, bro. Okay, next. And it doesn't always produce more dense elements. It can produce lighter elements. It can produce back to hydrogen. I'm just being obnoxious. Anyway, next. This is and now for something completely different. Well, when NASA produces images that are provably fake, people are going to say, well, if they are faking images, if we really are up there, why the hell do they need to be faking images? Is this where you talk about the fact that a satellite orbiting the planet really close to the surface, like a couple of 100 miles up, can't actually take a picture of the entire planet in one shot? In fact, a satellite as far away as is possible and practical can't do it because it can only see one side of the planet, so the images would have to be knitted together, so you could scream fake. Is this what we're doing? The blue marble thing, where it says right underneath it, this is a composite of images taken over a period of months. That's why when they do the images, they basically try to do it without any clouds, and then they knit them together because that's at least pretty consistent. And even then, there's still defects in it. That's not the same as faking an image. That's a constructed image made from real information. And then when someone actually puts a satellite out there looking at the Earth, you know, that took a picture of the Earth, and it's far enough out that the moon got in front of it, you all say, well, that's fake because we've never seen a complete image of the Earth. The whole point of putting a satellite out there was that we could do so because it was necessary for us to analyze weather patterns in a more timely manner by literally looking at the Earth. And the first thing that happens now that you've got that damn camera selfieing the Earth is that people say, fake. There's no satisfying a malcontent. Next. And this just throws fuel on the flat earth movement. No, nothing can throw fuel on the flat earth movement. They've created a version of perpetual motion that only they can possibly control. An infinite array of energy wasting devices. Next. One example being the original moon landing, whose images are, in my opinion, 100% provably fake. Your opinion is irrelevant unless you prove it. I'm not including the person's name for a reason. Your channel doesn't have anything on it trying to prove any of this. Therefore, it isn't provably fake because you didn't do so. I just did a video about religious people demanding that you never question them while they demand that everything you say be questioned. You can't prove that they're fake unless you go through a little bit of effort. Please don't bring up the sea rock. That's not how anything is done, please. And I think our government did it to show the world that we could beat Russia in space race. And what you think matters because? I'm sorry, but this is an example. I'm sorry, but I got to do this. Most of the people who want to say that we didn't land on the moon, most of, not all of them, most of the people who want to say that spaceflight isn't available, whatever, they just want to not be pushed out. If you go into a classroom, I'm teaching, you say, I can prove the moon landing didn't happen. And like, that is now your project. You have to do it. You don't get to interfere with anybody else because we're just studying physics. But your entire grade and your ability to graduate college and have a damn degree is that you have to prove to me that we didn't land on the moon, or I'm going to fail you. Because you're making an assertion and you're demanding not to have to prove it. And your thing is, well, go look it up. No. You failed. You're kicked out of the class. We keep your money. You don't get any refunds. And you don't get your damn degree until you stop being a putz. Now the evidence does not prove we did not go to the moon. It only proves the images were fake. No, it doesn't do that either. And this is sounding like backpedaling. I mean, there was a video that shows the astronauts positioning cardboard over the window of the low-orbit spacecraft to give the illusion of the crescent Earth. No, there isn't a video of that, because you didn't include a link to it, and I debunked that in a previous channel. And there's two versions of it. One of them was faked by people on the ground who were doing it as a joke. The other one is someone deliberately editing the video to look like that. And it's actually featured on Snopes. And you can read about it because the person who did it fessed up to it once. But you can keep saying stuff. Nobody can delete your oh, that's what I did. And keep in mind, this video was released like 20-30 years after the original moon footage, and from what I can tell, I think media completely ignored it. No, they didn't. There was a little stir about it, and again, one of the versions of this meme is a video recording where someone cut and pasted videos together and make it look that way, and another video is where someone absolutely demonstratively did fake it on the ground and acknowledged it was a hoax. You can go ahead and look these up if you want to. Just look up Snopes and fake moon window. You'll find it eventually. Here we go with the next one. What I can tell, I think media completely ignored it. I think JFK came out, said something stupid, and promised the world something at the time with current technology we weren't able to deliver. No, you can actually go take a college course on ballistics and aerospace and learn how this was done. You can ignore it if you want to, but it would help if you took it. Some of the equations are done in electronics and engineering, because the equations keep showing up like a magic number or something. Kind of interesting. Instead of admitting to it, they decided to fake everything. Okay, I don't know if you understand this, but we stopped landing on the moon and doing a lot of space exploration because people didn't care anymore. And when this was being started up, there was a move to stop it in the first place. Most people don't know about that because they ignore it. But a lot of people said, this is a boondoggle, let's not do it. There was arguments in Congress about this. This wasn't universally everybody behind it, by the way. You might want to look at a little history. Anyway, and we had no technology to deliver this, but you say somehow we could do video editing technology and... Oh, you're just saying photos. No. There was a video that was done, a long video that wasn't able to be faked. I'm sorry. Not really. But anyway, here we go. Okay, now we get to the conspiracy theory. Second theory is why they do this is to fund money to resources to NASA and maybe use 10% of the funding to produce fake images so they can pocket the rest. And who's this they that's pocketing it? The Nazi Illuminati reptilioids? Nice theory. And this has a lot of merit. I'm sorry. It's wonderful. Oh, yeah, believe me, I've gone down that flat earth rabbit hole. Oh, yeah, I believe you. And thoroughly researched it. And it's mostly BS. No, it's not mostly BS. Still, but they do make some strong, correct points that people fail to give them credit on. The only one who ever did that I thought I could get anything out of, because I thought he'd be reasonable for a while, was a certain Christ on YouTube, and he failed because he became lazy. He could have actually taught people something, like not being easily gullible. Instead, he counted on it and tried to work with it. I know for a fact NASA is hiding something, but what that is, I can't figure out. You just said 3 or 4 things you think they're doing, including getting a bunch of money. None of these have any merit. Not every dime, but virtually every dime that NASA takes in is accounted for. Most of it goes to basically paying off a bunch of people like you and me for jobs because we work at like some random company that got hired by them. This is actually tracked down pretty well. There is some missing money, obviously, because it is a government. I don't trust them either, but you're full of it. Maybe 1% is not accounted for, not 90. I'm sorry, but you're really, really stupid about this. I can't figure out, but maybe we as a society will someday figure it out. Well, we already did, and you're the one who's lagging behind because you didn't bother reading history. Those who don't read will repeat. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.